What's up, everybody? Evan here for Grips.com. It is April the 29th, coming at you from Toronto. Represent. And yeah, we're going to be doing the review of what happened in April and what the plans are for May. So I want to start by thanking everyone. Thank you to everyone for your efforts this month. You did a great job, whether you were just watching videos, whether you were playing, whether you were telling your friends. You've done a great job this month. We cleared 1 million views on the YouTube channel, which is fucking huge. We cleared 5,000 likes on Facebook, and we're approaching 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Are you kidding me? Those numbers are insane. Like, if it weren't for you guys spreading the word about the project, we would be nowhere close to these numbers right now, and it absolutely blows my mind that this many people are seeing, learning, and benefiting from these videos. I think it's great. So I wanted to give you guys a little preview of last year's hoodies. I think I have like 5 of them, which I could give away, but I'm thinking I'm going to get some better hoodies made. And if anyone out there is interested in getting some hoodies or some Grips.com t-shirts, let me know. Send me an email or post a comment. And if there's enough interest, I will go ahead and make that into a reality. Anyway, let's talk progress reports. We're going to start by reviewing the goals from last month. So as you guys who watched last month's video know, these were the 4 goals for last month. So let's talk about them a little bit. Number 1, top 3 finishes. I think I said I wanted to get 5 top 3 finishes, which was really ambitious, but it's okay to set your goals high, because then if you shoot for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars if you fall. Not the worst place to be. So on number 1, truth is close but no cigar. My closest results were I got 10th in a Party Poker $200 freeze out on Saturday, 6th in a $20 freeze out on Stars, where I got like 3 outed for all the chips. Like, should have had one. I got 6th in the $108 PokerFest PLO on Party, 6th in the $500 Wednesday PLO 8 on Stars, 5th in the $525 on game high roller on Tuesday. So a lot of close runs, like really close to those top 3s, but not what I was looking for. And ironically, the one tournament I was able to make the top 3 in was the 108 Big Plate on Full Tilt on Saturday, which is it's like 50-person, 100 freeze out PLO 8 tournament on Full Tilt. But I'm really happy with that, because that's the game that I'm like most interested right now. And to be able to almost win one of those tournaments, I mean, it's a pretty good feeling. Anyway, unfortunately, the goal was not achieved, but it did serve its purpose, which is one of the really important things with goal setting. Goal setting is going to be a big theme of this video. It helped me make some adjustments to my style of play, and I was more focused on the task at hand, which is winning the tournament, making that top 3, because I can be guilty of not having always gone for that top 3 finish, even though I've mentioned it in my video. So it was good to finally make that adjustment and add it to my game. All right, honestly, now to goal number 2, perfect 15 big blind play. Honestly, I didn't get to put too much time into this. As I'm going to show you later in this video, I added 4 more goals to this original list of 4, and I was much more focused on goal number 3, as you guys I'm sure could tell, which was help subscribers improve. This was great success. I've seen, like, on Facebook, people have been posting sweet graphs. They've been posting sweet tourney results. I've been seeing lots of chit chat going on. I've been seeing lots of engagement going on. The Grips Skype group is popping off. People are improving. People are putting in efforts. People are getting better, and it's great to see. I want to give some shout outs. First off to Blake Vita, one of the original people on the Grips.com show, who's been around since the start. This guy just posted a real sick PTR graph, shows you guys what you can do on the micros, even if you're from the States. The action is not dead. There's still money to be made. I also want to give shout outs to Insomni Andrew and Jason Zeitler for their really good tournaments results and their really high engagement in the Facebook community. I don't know if you guys have checked, but I'm pretty sure you guys are currently ranked the top fans on Facebook. And finally, big shout out. Big shout out goes out to Joan Morden from the Netherlands, who chopped the Full Tilt Double Deuce for $13,155. That's from a $22 investment. And yes, we will be reviewing that tournament later this month, so you guys can see exactly how we did it. Anyone out there who wondered if the Grips poker training videos really work, there's your proof. And when we continue to release this content, you will see that if you're someone who watches the videos as they come out and does the work on the days off in between, like, you're almost guaranteed to succeed. I'm not going to say guaranteed because that is too strong of a word, but you're pretty much almost guaranteed to be successful if you follow the videos and follow the steps you have to do on the off days. All right, moving on to the success of the subscribers, and we're going to take it to the friends. I want to give a huge congratulations to my friends who came in to visit me earlier this year. They spent the month of February and a little bit of March with me. First one goes to Calvin Anderson, who got 5th in the Dublin main event and 10th in the EPT Berlin for total cashes of over 100K. Pretty sweet. Another shout out to Ankush, who won the 1K heads up in Berlin. And of course, a huge shout out and huge congratulations goes to my current roommate, Griffin Benger, who not only won a 1K turbo in London and then got 3 final tables after that, a 2K turbo, and a 5K turbo, but he capped it all off by winning the EPT Berlin High Roller for 429,000 euros on his 28th birthday. Anyway, remember those names I just mentioned, Cal, Ankush, and Griffin, because I think these guys are going to do some real damage at the EPT Grand Final in Monte Carlo. Keep an eye out. Okay, on to number 4. Working with the goals. Exercise 4 times a week. Accomplished, topped, no problem. I was able to do this because I started building up to this like a year ago, and I didn't just like jump in. But I was able to exercise 5 days a week, some days 6, some weeks 6, and I was able to mix in cardio and weight, sometimes doing multiple workouts a day. So my energy is at an all-time high. I don't know if you guys can feel that, but I can definitely feel it. And you know, that was the main purpose of the goal, was to get my energy up so I could produce more videos and so I could perform better when it's World Series time. In May, I'm going to build on this, and I'm going to work on some secondary goals that I added last month but didn't tell you guys about. So here's what I was secretly working on that you guys weren't aware of. Okay, we have number 1 was don't smoke. Number 2, get out with friends. Number 3, wake up at the same time every day. And number 4, find public speaking courses. Now, I think it's good to have work-related goals and like self-related goals, so you can work on both like sides of your personality and just like to set up a well-rounded life. So it's good to have goals in different areas, but I know that you guys are more about the results and the work, so that's why I put the poker ones out there and kept the other ones to myself. But I feel it's okay to let them out now that the month's over. So number 1, don't smoke. For those of you who don't know, I used to smoke. I quit for like 4 months at the start of the year, and I'm going to get back to that quitting again. It can be tough to not smoke with gambling if you are someone who has smoked before, because it helps deal with the stress. But I also found that just breathing properly, that yoga breathing, that real deep breathing, has pretty much the same effect, and it's a lot better for your health than inhaling tobacco and tar and all that bad stuff. So I think I should be able to accomplish this since I've done it before. Hopefully by being around the right people, I will be able to get that done. Number 2, get out with friends. That was a really big goal for me, because I've been like working really, really hard on the project and really hard on my game and kind of like putting the social life aside. And that can actually drive you crazy. So for those of you who maybe haven't thought about this or aren't aware of this, your social life is just as important as your work life. And for your own like mental health, it's really important that you maintain a lot of social interaction, activities you like, people you enjoy being around. And I don't just mean like playing video games with your friends over Call of Duty over the internet. Like, you really need to have some face-to-face interaction as a human being. It's just like a really important thing to keep you like stable and centered. And remember that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So make sure you get your fun in. You don't want to be the boring guy who's got nothing to talk about at the party when it's finally party time and time to celebrate your results, right? Okay, so unfortunately, like, it was good. I accomplished number 2 like really, really well, but that kind of conflicted with number 3. Waking up at the same time every day didn't happen. But I don't know if it's like a must-do. I've heard the body functions better when it's in a routine. It knows when it wakes up. It knows when it goes to bed. It knows how to manage its energy better. I need to look into this. But I feel that when you wake up isn't necessarily the most important thing. It's what you do with your time when you're awake that matters. As long as you're making the most of your day when you're awake, I think the start time isn't too important. And I'm sure you guys have seen from the content being produced, I've really been making a lot out of pretty much every day. So I'm really happy with that. And even though I didn't wake up at the same time every day, if I just change it to like get the most out of every day, I'd say it's accomplished. And finally, number 4, public speaking. I want to make your guys' learning experience better. I want to make it the best learning experience it can be. So I found what I consider to be a weak point in my game, my public speaking, and I'm making an effort to improve it so that everything's going to be crisper, smoother, and just better. So I've joined a group called Toastmasters, and for anyone who always wished they had better public speaking game, I'd encourage checking them out. Toastmasters.org, I think. So they're a nonprofit organization. They have hundreds of groups all over the world, and it's a really great environment. Anyway, now I finally get to do this. I get to put a check mark beside the goals that were accomplished. And I'll put X's. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put X's beside the ones that weren't accomplished, because just because I didn't get them done last month doesn't mean I can't get them done this month. So you never say, you know, you failed. You just say you didn't achieve it yet. So I mean, 4 check marks out of 8. It's not bad, especially when there's a lot of goals that I'm working on. Anyway, that's it for April. Let's talk about May. You guys are like, we already know what happened, Rips. We were there the whole time. We followed along. What's coming in the future? Cool. All right, well, first things first in May, the goal is to complete the goals in April that weren't accomplished. And the next one, big one, get ready for the World Series of Poker. Got to get ready for the World Series of Poker because it's only a month away. And man, this thing happens once a year. Got to be ready for it. So, what do I need to do? Well, here are all the goals for this month. I only did 6 because I know that number 3 is going to take a lot of effort. I'm hoping to get it done, so I'll just let you guys take a look over what my 6 goals are. Okay. And in terms of getting ready for the WSOP, I'm going to talk a little bit more specifics because some people out there watching may be planning to go. So the first thing I'm going to really do is perfect my 15 big blind play. I think that short stack play is relatively straightforward and should be second nature to any tournament player. So if you're planning to play some WSOP events, make sure you know how to play your short stack game real well. Next step is going to be putting in volume playing tournaments because, as we all know, practice makes perfect, and the only way to be really comfortable in an environment, in a situation, is to have a lot of experience having done it before. Building on that, I'm going to play some live poker to be as comfortable as possible in face-to-face situations, you know, comfortable handling the chips, don't want to be like fumbling them around and looking like a noob. Not that that would happen since I played before, but for someone who hasn't played any live and is going to play her first live tournament, fuck around with some chips sometimes, fuck around with some cards sometimes, just so you don't look so out of place, because people will pick up on that. Finally, as you saw, goal number 4, improve focus. Because focus is really a big separator, a big divider in the results of players in tournaments. People who are focused and in the zone are so much more likely to succeed than people whose thoughts are running a mile a minute and are worried about what's going on at home, what's going on Twitter, what's going on Facebook, what's a bunch of shit that doesn't matter, and they're wasting their thoughts thinking about that. So to improve my focus, I'm going to work on my meditation practice. I'm going to work on overcoming temptation, which shows inner strength. And I'm going to work on just being present in everyday tasks. And that may sound like being present in everyday tasks might be something that doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense, but over the next year, I'm going to get into a bit more specifics about what that means and how it can benefit you. If you don't get it right now, don't worry about it. It's not like too important. Okay, big thing. Really excited. World Poker Tour Montreal is coming up next weekend, and I'm playing. It's going to be the first live tournament I've played since the World Series main last year. So, I mean, last tournament I played, I made day 5, and for WPT, if you make day 5, you're on the final table. So hopefully I can at least match my last performance in a live tournament and maybe one-up it. It starts on Friday, and it lasts for about a week, and it's pretty much in my hometown. I mean, it's only like a 6-hour drive or something, 6-hour train. It's not very far. It's in my backyard, so I can't miss this one. It's going to be a great preparation for the World Series, first live practice. And if you want to keep up to date on how I'm doing, I will be posting on Twitter, and also updates will be available on worldpokertour.com. Okay, now, Whole bunch of good news, right? Awesome stuff that we're talking about. Now I gotta let you know about the bad news. It's really not that bad, okay? As you guys know, World Series is coming up in a month, so it's just time to get my ass in gear and focused on this task. I'm going tunnel vision. World Series of Poker, World Series of Poker. That's all I'm thinking about. Stuff on the side, it's not going to get as much attention. But, you know, I still, as you guys saw, goal number 5, help subscribers improve, is still on the list of things I want to accomplish. So, since I have to put my preparation as a top priority, content will slow down a little, but I will still be releasing some content to keep you guys improving, help you get stacking. Some people said, okay, enough getting stacking. We want live play. We want to see how to win tournaments. We want to see in action. Enough theory, we want action. So I've come up with a new schedule, and I think even at 3 days a week, because of how I'm going to be making the content from now on, I think you're going to get more out of the new release schedule than you were when I was doing 5 Get Me Stackings a week. So what it's going to be is 1 Get Me Stacking a week on Monday. It's just kind of get you focused and in the zone and ready to learn and work hard this week. Then midweek, I'm going to throw out an MTT review video because that's the videos that got the most feedback and a lot of, you know, MTT players are watching. And then I'm also going to release a live cash session on the weekend, showcasing some soft sites, showcasing where there's good games, because the weekend is when the action's best. So I want you guys to be really be ready to play come the weekend. Okay, and I think that this release schedule will be enough for everyone to continue to see great improvements. And of course, our Skype group chat is always open for new members. It's been popping off like crazy. So if you want to enhance your training experience, please add gripst.com to Skype. Let me know you want to get in the group, and I'll be more than happy to add you. A bunch of great people there. Also, if you feel like you need more videos, like 3 training videos a week isn't enough for you, because I understand some of you guys are like really hardcore learners and you want to just like study all the time, and that's cool. But I can't release 12 videos a week to keep you satisfied. So what I've done is I've linked my favorite 3 training sites in the video description, and if you want that constant release content, those sites are going to be able to help you out with videos from other people as well, so you can see how other people approach the game and look at it from different mindsets. So the best video in my opinion for cash games is legopoker.com, which is the new Ivy Leagues. You know, great names there: Dan Smith, Andrew Lichtenberger, Greg Merson, Phil Ivey. Stacked roster. For MTTs, I really like tournamentpokeredge.com. And for all mixed games, general theory, and just a huge library of videos, deucescrack.com is fantastic. They've been around since almost the original days of poker training sites. So those are all linked in the video description. And yeah, if you want to keep learning, those are the places to take your education to the next level. Now, as I said though, your improvement is still a big goal for me. So to make up for the slightly decreased release schedule, we're dropping from 5 days a week of content to 3 days a week of content, which should still be enough. But to make up for that, I will be putting in a lot of effort towards rebuilding the website to make a much better learning environment than what we get with just YouTube and Facebook. So I'm going to be looking into a forum, and if you have any other ideas that you'd like to see on a new website, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can implement them. See, goal number 6, reinvent gripst.com. I want to give you the best training platform and the best training community out there so you can really get the maximum out of your efforts with learning. Okay. So that's it for the plans. Now let's talk about some action and some execution so that you can get the most, as I said, out of your training experience. Okay. If you want to start working on becoming the best you that you can be, whether it's in poker or whether it's in any aspect of life, try this out in May. Okay? You see what I do. See, I write my goals. I check them off when I accomplish them so I can feel good. And when I don't get them all done, I put them back and I make new goals. And then I take them, put them up on my bulletin board, and I look at them every day. Okay? So Write down, if you want to try this, if you don't know sweat, but I really would encourage you to, because it really works. Write down a few goals that you'd like to accomplish this month. Put the list by your computer, desk, TV, wherever you spend a lot of time so that you can refer to it often. Knowing what you're working for will help you stay on track and avoid things that get you away from your goals. Okay, and if you come up short, you write the goal down. It's not like, okay, you're 120% committed. Like, if you come up short, who cares? You can just try again next month. This way, at least your mind is constantly being reminded of what's most important to you, and your actions will typically follow suit and just start to make things happen. But yeah, anyway, I think we're at quite a lengthy video here, and I've got to get started on this month's videos because I'm going to be busy as hell between World Poker Tour Montreal, between playing all these online sessions to get ready, between doing some studying and still making some videos on the side. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to have time to sleep. But your education is still one of my top priorities, so it's time for me to go and start making some more videos. And if this is your first Grips video and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel. For everyone else, as usual, please leave me your comments for what you'd like to see on the website, what you thought of this video, what kind of goals you have this month. If you post your goals on the channel or on the comments of this video, you're going to be even more encouraged to actually get them done, because now we can all see what you're working on, and we're going to get on you if you don't actually get them done. Also, if you have deep tourney runs, like top 3 finishes ideally, and you'd like to see a video made, email the hand histories to evan@grips.com, and I'll be selecting a few to review. We're going to review 33 freeze out this month. I also got an absurd run, a win in a 20,000 person free roll, so we're going to be reviewing that, and I'm also going to be reviewing Jones' chop of the full tilt double deuce for 13,000. So we cover free rolls, we cover mass fields, and we cover like some decent freeze outs too, like some 30, some 50. So we'll try to cover everything basically. And yeah, add me on Twitter @GripsPoker if you'd like to follow me at WPT Montreal. All well wishing is much appreciated. The more positive tweets I get, the more positive energy I'm going to feel, and the better chance I will have at producing positive results. And of course, don't forget to stop by on Facebook and let us know how you're doing, because the community feeds off each other's positive results, so don't keep yours secret. Motivate your fellow Gripsters. Okay? Oh, and I wanted to mention as well, I'm trying to raise some money for the new build of the website and get some new equipment for the show. I want to get a better webcam so you guys can get hopefully 1080p. 720p is okay, but I want to try to get you that 1080. I'm thinking about getting a green screen. I'm thinking about getting some new graphics done so we can really spice up the learning experience to make it that much better. I'm not asking for you guys to actually donate any money though. That's not the way I work. I only want to do it in ways that's helping you anyway. So what I'm mainly doing is just taking advantage of some refer a friend deals, some special refer a friend deals I've been offered by a few of the poker sites. They saw that a lot of people watched the Grip show, so they're like, let them know about us. So I've accepted a few, I've rejected a few. The ones that I think are soft sites and I think are good value to you guys are the ones where I'm going to be doing this refer a friend thing. So if you'd like to try out a new site, or you just like to help see this project get even better, send an email to evan@grips.com letting me know, and I'll give you whatever info you need. If you feel you're comfortable where you're playing, you don't want to do the refer a friend thing, no sweat. Just keep contributing by posting your comments on the videos, being active in the community, and just bringing positivity to the environment, because that's all we really need from each other is a bunch of positivity, positive reinforcement and motivation. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next month. It's been evanforgrips.com, and yes, I am going to continue to give you what you need so that you can go out there and get stacked.